What's up, everyone? Where we headed, Tyler? Come on.
We're headed to Maryland.
Guess what, guys? Today is Thursday. We're going to be there hopefully by Friday afternoon, Friday early evening. It is going to snow Saturday. 100% chance. And how much snow did they say?
I think
5 to 10 inches.
10 inches, yeah.
I hope we get 10 inches. I want to make you guys some snow videos. Oh my God. It's going to be so much fun. Anyways, we've been having issues with the car. Hopefully we don't have issues on the road. I'll try to keep you posted when we stop. And it's about 4:50 and we are going to get on the road. 4:50 p.m. on Thursday the 10th. So yeah, we'll see you along the road. Bye, guys.
Peace.
What's up, guys? All right, so it is 7 o'clock. Well, it's 6:52, so it's close to 7 o'clock. We stopped at a Love's gas station. Not for gas. We stopped to go to the bathroom, and there's a McDonald's connected. We stopped to get an iced coffee. I have been getting lightheaded on this trip, and I don't even know why. Like the back of my head, it wasn't like I had a headache, but I've been getting really lightheaded. So I've driven pretty, I've only been going like 60, 68 instead of, it's 70. I think the speed limit's 70 or 75. Usually I go when it's 70, I usually go around 72, 73. I've been staying in the right-hand lane. I don't know what's wrong with me. I've prepared Tyler. He just went in to go to the bathroom. We have not turned the car off because the car it was acting up like it didn't even want to start. We had to jump start it before we left the house. So there was so many things that were trying to stop us from taking this trip. And hopefully everything's going to be okay. I know you guys aren't going to see this probably till after I come back from Maryland. Here comes Tyler. Probably till after I come back. I mean, I might try to put it together once I'm up there, but so many things from the one eye doctor telling me I had a tumor behind my eyes, the specialist telling me that doctor was a quack, that he doesn't see what that doctor's seeing. Where did that go? I know I had lots of prayers. Maybe the prayers wiped it out so the next doctor couldn't see it. Maybe they're gone. Thank God. Then we had the air conditioner at the house started acting up, and it started leaking in the garage, so we had to like take care of that. And then yesterday the car wouldn't start, so we had to get a jump start. And then the engine light came on, the wrench light came on, the car was running like crap. We went to the parts store. They told us, they diagnosed it and said it's not clear, but it's possible it needs this. So then we went home, and I thought I was going to drop the car off at the Ford garage at sometime close to midnight, so it'd be there first thing in the morning. And started the car up to take it and turn it in. Engine light was gone. The car ran perfect. So this morning I started it up. There was no engine light on. It was perfect. I pulled it outside of the garage just a teeny bit so that we could put the trailer thing on the back. And then after we finally got the car loaded, finally got ready to leave to go to Maryland, damn car wouldn't start. Had to get another jump start. There's Tyler. So I don't know, just, what's gonna happen. Hopefully everything's gonna be okay. Hopefully this lightheadedness goes away. I took some ibuprofen, but we're getting back on the road. So it is now 6:55. We left at what, 4:50? I think it was 4:50. But we're probably not going to try to make it all the way. We're probably going to get a hotel here in a few hours, maybe sometime after midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. And I will talk to you guys the whole way. So that's what we're doing. What's up, everyone? I wanted to make a little video to explain to you guys what happened. I know I started making a video headed to Maryland. We left on March 10th to go to Maryland. Well, if I back up a little bit, there was so many things that told me I should have canceled that trip. There was multiple things. From the first thing, on March 4th, I went to the eye doctor, and they told me that I had so much pressure behind my eyes that I had a brain tumor, which I know some of you, I went live and I talked about this. I got really scared, I'm like freaking out, so I went to the hospital, got another hospital bill. So now I have two. Then I had 2 hospital bills. Because I'm scared. I didn't know what the heck was going on. And my head felt like it was going to explode. So that was on March 4th. So then I had to go the 5th, 6th, 7th, and on the 8th, I had an appointment with the eye specialist. So I went to this eye specialist. He was kind of ignorant. I kept saying, you know, why would this doctor tell me this? And he's just like, kind of like more or less shutting me up, telling me, well, that's why I have the degree. I went to school for it. I know what I'm talking about. And he's the one that told me that it was the optical disc drusen. So, and I talked to him, and I'm like, you know, I planned on driving to Maryland 1,100 miles. Am I going to be okay to drive to Maryland that far? I'm going to be the driver. And he said, yeah, there's no reason you can't drive there. He says, we'll run some more tests when you come back. And they want to do a field test. It's an eye field test. And then there was another test. Off the top of my head, I can't think of what it was. So Angie had went with me to that appointment. She didn't really like that doctor either. But, you know, I heard he was a really good specialist. So, you know, maybe he's just having a bad day. I don't know. Anyway, so that was on the 8th. So on the 9th, I went out. So on the 8th, he dilated my eyes. He gave me these funky glasses, and I had to drive home with these glasses on. I parked the car in the garage. I didn't get back in the car until the 9th. And the car wouldn't start. So we had to push the car out of the garage and get a jump start. And then when we got the jump start, the engine light came on. There's a little wrench. It looks like a wrench. A wrench light came on. The car was running really crappy when we got it jumped. It was like, you know, sputtering and stuff. Went to AutoZone. We had them put it on the machine. It said it needed some kind of sensor. So then, and they checked the battery, and the first time they checked the battery, it said the battery was bad, but then he said he likes to check it twice because sometimes it's not right. Second time he checked it, it said the battery was good. I feel like he should have checked it the third time, you know, see which way it went. But he said the battery was good. So we left AutoZone. As we're going around the corner, I see an Advance. I thought, you know what, let's just stop at Advance and let them put it on the machine and see if it says the same thing. Which it did. It said it needed it was an unspecified sensor. So it needed it. So I took the car home and I backed it in the driveway, and I thought I was going to get Henriette to come over and follow me to the Ford garage. Because what I was going to do was I was going to drop the car off at the Ford garage and have him fix it the next morning, because the next morning was the 10th and we were leaving to go to Maryland. So Henriette come over later, and it was probably 10 or 11 o'clock at night on the 9th. And I said, well, come on, let's go take the car and drop it off at the Ford garage. I even wrote a note, put it in a padded envelope because I had to drop the key in the little slot. And I go out and start the car up. It starts right up, and there's no engine lights are on. It's like, oh my God, what is going on? All these things were telling me that, you know, maybe you shouldn't go. Maybe you should cancel this trip to Maryland, is how I'm taking it. You know, first off, I have a brain tumor. I didn't know for sure which way. I still don't know for sure which way. And then the car messing up. And then the air conditioner broke at our house. And so many things have happened that I should have canceled. I should have just canceled the trip. But, so I took the car for a ride on the 9th. When we got in it and the engine lights, it wasn't on. It ran perfect. It was just perfect. So, brought it home, loaded it back up, because it was loaded. We had loaded it for the trip. And everything, we unloaded everything and put it in the garage. So, I backed it in and we loaded it back up. Whew. So, the next morning, which was the 10th, I said, Tyler, did you go out and try to start the car and see if it's going to start? And he said no. I said, well, here, I'll go pull it out of the garage some, because we have this little extended trailer hit thing that we put on the back to put the cooler and suitcases and stuff. So I went out, car started right up. I opened the garage door. I pulled it out about 3 foot, 4 foot maybe, so we could get that thing on the back of the car. Put it in, you know, turned it off. Everything was fine. The car was fine. So we started finishing loading, and we put the thing on the back. We had the cooler. We're strapping things down. Henriette came over to say goodbye. And I said, well, we're going to go, because you know, everything was in the car. We said bye to Haley and everything. Oh, I'm sleepy. And Henriette left. Tyler gets in, I get in, and we're sitting here and try to start the car and it won't start. Another reason. There was like seven reasons, at least 7 reasons why we should have canceled that trip. So the car wouldn't start, so I called Henriette and I said, you don't have to come back. I said, I'll use Haley's car and I'll try to jump it. So I get out, and, you know, close the door and go around the car. I got lightheaded. I got really, really lightheaded. I didn't know why, but I went and I got Haley's car, pulled it up and jump started my car and everything. None of the engine light wasn't on, the wrench light wasn't on, no lights were on. So I said, well, let's just go around the block and see how it feels. So we go around the block and it seems fine. So we decide to leave. We get about an hour into the trip and I was so lightheaded. I mean, I still didn't feel right in my head when we left the house, but I just pushed on. I'll be okay. You know, I don't know what it is. I'll be okay. So, got 2 hours into the trip. We had to stop. We made it, I'm going to tell you, we made it 5 hours and 10 minutes away from home. And it took us about 7.5 to 8 hours. We had to stop so many times because I was so lightheaded and so dizzy. One time, we couldn't turn the car off because we didn't know if the car was going to start back up. So one time I stopped and I'm sitting there and Tyler's like, the bathroom was pretty far away. And I was so dizzy and so lightheaded. I told Tyler, I said, I just want to open the door and squat. But we were at a rest stop, you know. It was like I couldn't do that. So I waited till somebody pulled up beside me. And then it was a little old lady and she was walking with a cane. Not like she would have been able to help me at all. She probably thought I was nuts. She got out of the car and went and headed towards the bathroom. I said, Tyler, I'm going to go walk with her. And that way, at least if something happens to me, she can come back and tell you. And so I caught up with, caught up with her. It didn't take long to catch up with her. And I I told her exactly what was going on. I told her that I was lightheaded, that I didn't know what was wrong with me. I was a little nervous. She says, well, I don't know what I can do for you, but I could go tell him if something happened. So she was really nice. Her name was Ann. And, she was going to North Carolina. I think she was going to North Carolina. I can't stop yawning. So anyways, that was all fine and dandy. You know, she walked in with me and then I got done before she did, but I kind of waited for her and said, you know, I thanked her and everything and appreciated. I said, you'll probably be talking about this crazy lady that you didn't know if she was going to mug you or what. Some crazy lady wanting to walk to the bathroom with you. Anyways, I thought it was kind of funny. She kind of laughed about it too. But we got back on the road and we made it to South Carolina. I drove the whole time. I was dizzy. I was lightheaded. I was up like this and I would be okay. And then I'd get back like this and I'd be dizzy. And I didn't even think about it at the time that it could be water in my ears. And I had those drops, but I didn't have them. I just got dizzy now. I didn't have them with me. But I wasn't even thinking about that. I don't know. I got so scared because I got so lightheaded. I felt like I was lightheaded. I felt like I was going to throw up. I was dizzy. We're on the highway and I said, Tyler, I have to get off. We got off, I think it was exit 3 in South Carolina, and we seen a hospital sign. I said, Tyler, let's just go sit in the hospital parking lot and let me rest. You know, we can lay the seats. I mean, the car was packed. The seats would not have laid. We would have had to move things to lay one seat back and then adjust them the other way to move the other seat back. That's how packed the car was. We took way too much stuff. Because we had all of our winter stuff. We had snowsuits. We had snow boots because it was supposed to snow when we got up there. Winter stuff and all that. We just had a lot of stuff. I had way too much stuff. I always do that. Anyways, so we're sitting in the parking lot at the hospital. I said, Tyler, let's just go to sleep in the car and sleep and see if I feel any better when we wake up. I was scared. I was really scared because I didn't know what the hell was wrong with me. So I laid back, and when I laid back, oh my Lord, my head started spinning. I got so friggin' scared. I decided I was just going to go in the hospital and tell them I was dizzy, try to get something for dizziness or whatever. So I went into the hospital, and they, of course, the first thing, every time I go to the hospital, the first thing they do is check to make sure I'm not having a stroke. I told them I was dizzy. I didn't come in to see if I didn't think I was having a stroke. I just wanted to know why I was dizzy and if they could, you know, give me something to take the dizziness away so I could continue my trip. Of course, they checked me for a stroke, and they diagnosed me with dizziness and send me home. It's like, you didn't do anything for me. I was so mad. Oh my God. So now I have 3 hospital bills, and I still have no answers. So today is, let me see what today is. I can't tell. My phone's dying. I want to see what the day is. Today is the 14th. Today is Pappy's 91st birthday. Happy birthday, Pappy. We were supposed to be in Maryland. They rented a cabin for us and everything. I mean, they rented the cabin from Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night. We were going to check out tomorrow and go down to Cumberland. We didn't get to go. I got so scared. So after we left the hospital, there was a hotel right next door. We looked it up. It said $200 a night. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. But I needed a place to rest my head. I wanted to sleep in the parking lot of the hospital, and Tyler, oh, well, there's no room. And really, it was tough because we would have had to adjust everything. I said, fine, we'll just go pay $200. We'll just charge it. We'll pay $200 a night. I've wasted so much money, guys. It's awful. Money that I don't have. I'm getting so far in debt, and I need to just stop. So we go to the hotel. They ain't got no rooms. We go to the hotel next to it. It was $150 a night. Big old sign on the door. Only taking reservations. So if we had the reservations, we was fine. But there was no rooms. We went online. There was no rooms. There was a big bus outside, so that place must have been packed. So then I said, Tyler, there's a store. I'm going to go to the store and go to the bathroom. And then I think we should just go back to the hospital parking lot and just sleep in the hospital parking lot. So we kind of agreed that we were just going to go back and sleep in the hospital parking lot. That way we knew we'd be safe. If something major happened, I was right there at the hospital. But when I went into the store, there was 2 cops in there. And I stopped and I started talking to them. And I told them, you know, what happened. I was in the hospital. I'm trying to travel, and how I'm dizzy and lightheaded. And I asked them if the hotel up the road, because there was one up the road for, I don't know, $90-something. I asked them if that would be a safe place for me to spend the night to see how I feel tomorrow. And he said no. He said, no. He says, don't stop there. Don't go down to that hotel. He says, if you're going to stay anywhere, he says, stay at one of them 2 across the street. And that was the 2 that I just had priced and just had found out there was no rooms. I said, well, both of them are booked. I said, so do you think the next exit going north? Because, you know, we were still going to go north. He says, oh my goodness. He says, the next 3 exits going north, don't stop at. So he says, I suggest you go back 10 miles. Go back south 10 miles. And there's a Hilton back there, and you'll be safe there. And so that's what I did. I get there, $199 a night. But we stayed. It was a beautiful place. I didn't even film it. I didn't take pictures. I was so scared, guys, because I was so dizzy and I did not know what was wrong with me. Tyler doesn't have a license. I done told him, I am not making this trip driving in a car unless I have another driver with me. You know, if he knows how to drive. I'm just like, his family was even trying to talk him in and drive. Just drive the car. Just drive careful, and we would have got to Maryland. I was scared, guys. I didn't know what to do. I knew I was the only driver. I knew I had 10 to 15 hours more, depending on how many times I had to stop for being dizzy to go to Maryland. I was actually 10 hours and something away from Maryland. But you know, you just have to stop and go to the bathroom. So there's at least 12 or 13 hours. Stop, and especially me, I take water pills, so I have to pee all the time. So I don't know. We went down and ate breakfast the next morning at the hotel. I got 2.5 hours to sleep, maybe 3 hours. We went down and ate breakfast. I ate a whole bunch of food. The food was really good. I mean, that hotel, for the price, yeah, they should have had that. That breakfast was good. It was real good. They had everything you can think of. Eggs and bacon, potatoes, biscuits, Belgian waffles. They had vanilla Belgian waffles and strawberry Belgian waffles. They had bagels and muffins and trying to think, cereal and bananas and oranges and apples and yogurt and, you know, like the stuff you would put in your yogurt if you wanted to make a yogurt bowl. Oh my gosh. Apple juice, orange juice, water, coffee. They had everything. It was a big, nice, it was like a nice little restaurant, but it wasn't a restaurant. It was just their what do you call that, breakfast? Not a community breakfast. Complimentary breakfast. Anyways, I ate a lot. Tyler didn't eat a whole lot, but I ate a lot. I was still dizzy. We went back up to the room and I was really dizzy. God, I'm getting so emotional. I just, you know, I looked at him and I know how bad he wanted, I'm gonna cry now. I don't want to cry now. I know how bad he wanted to see his pap for his 91st birthday. And I was looking forward to it too. I was going to get to see my son. We were going to have a great time in the cabin. But he wouldn't drive and I had to make a decision on my own. And I decided to call Angie and ask her to come bring somebody to drive me home. I wanted her to bring Henriette to drive me home. She said she would bring Marcus. Marcus has a what is it called, a 180 card or something where he can drive with me in the car. She said she would just bring Marcus, but she wanted me to start driving back towards Florida because I was 5 hours and something away from where Angie was. So, you know, I got myself together and started driving back towards Florida. I met Angie and Marcus in the top of Florida. They drove about 2.5. They probably drove about 2.5 hours. I probably drove closer to, you know, it was a little over 5. So, you know, probably closer to 2 hours and 45 minutes, 3 hours. Because I left right away. I mean, we could have stayed in that hotel till 1 o'clock because I got a late checkout and everything for that price. But I left right away. Tyler was so disappointed, but there was nothing I could do, you know. Kind of like, I felt horrible. And I felt like, I don't know. That's all I want to say. But I felt horrible that we wasn't going to get to go. And he wasn't happy that we wasn't getting to go. But I don't know. I didn't know what was wrong with me. You know, sometimes you have that one person that is your safe place. Is when, you know, when you're sick and you're scared. And you have that one person that's your safe place. And that one person, my safe place, is Haley. Haley loves me unconditionally no matter what. She is my safe place. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. But she's my safe place. You know, I love, you know, I feel safe with Tyler. I feel safe with Angie. I feel safe with Marcus. But Haley is my safe place. I don't know why. I don't know. She's always told me that I'm hers too, no matter what she was doing. I don't know. That's my safe place. I just wanted to go back home. I'm disappointed in myself. The next day, I took some Meclizine, and the next day after we got home, I thought I felt fine. So I went online. This is another stopper. I went online and decided we would just get some plane tickets. And we'd just fly up there. And that way I didn't have to drive. We could rent a car and I could just drive from the airport to the cabin. And it was a little expensive, and Tyler's like, just charge it, I'll pay for it. And so I went online and got everything in there for Monday, for today. Today's the 14th. This was the day that it was supposed to be. And for some reason, it wouldn't go through. It would not go through. And then I stood up and I thought I was going to pass out and I'm dizzy again. And I'm like, I am not supposed to make this trip. I'm done. I'm done trying to figure out a plane ticket, figure out somebody to drive us. I am done. You know, I'm not going. I'm just not going. So I guess that's when he realized that we wasn't even going to fly. Because, you know, I felt bad, but what am I supposed to do? You know, I don't know what to do. I was going to go live last night, Sunday night. Today's Monday, the 14th. I was going to go live last night and talk to you guys about it. And then, I don't know, I keep getting so dizzy. I didn't want to be all lightheaded. I didn't want to feel like I was going to throw up talking live to you guys. And then I thought, well, I brought the guys fishing. And Marcus is with us, so Marcus can drive with me in the car. And so I brought Marcus, Tyler, and Big Tyler fishing. And I was going to fish with them, but we went to get fishing licenses at Walmart, and the stupid thing wasn't working right. So I didn't get a fishing license, so I'm not going to go out here and fish and get in trouble. Big Tyler had gotten one online last year, so he went in there and just renewed it. So he got his. He told me I could do it on my phone, but my phone is practically dead. I got like 8% on my phone, and my phone charger's not working right. So, because I was going to go live here and talk to you guys about this. And, yeah, my phone won't even charge. All right, so the guys are down there fishing. I started making a video when we first got here. I showed you guys an alligator. There's an alligator right out there. We seen it when we was coming around the corner. But that's going to be in like a little separate video clip. This one here, I wanted you guys to know what was going on with me. I didn't finish because I did go to the doctor today. Today is the 14th, Monday the 14th of March. I went to the doctor and he ordered... He ordered me to get an MRI of the brain. He said that, you know, because he never got my records from the first doctor that said I had a brain tumor. And then he said, just to clear things up, let's get the MRI. He said, we'll get the MRI without contrast. It will show if there's a brain tumor. He says, and then if we need contrast, we'll go back later and get it. He says, but while we're there, he says, let's get an MRI of your cervical spine, because I have a lot of neck problems, and he's thinking maybe I have a pinched nerve, that because like when I was telling him I was up like this, I was okay driving, and then when I leaned back, he thinks I might have a pinched nerve that was making me dizzy. I don't know. I still have been getting lightheaded at different movements. I did get the swimmer's ear drops. That helped me last time. I woke up real dizzy and the room was spinning like a washing machine. They put the drops in my ears and I was instantly healed. It dried it up. So we've put them drops in my ears now probably 5 times, maybe 6 times. They're not working. So it's not that. I don't have water in my ears. But the doctor said that today's doctor, he ordered an MRI of the neck and cervical spine, an MRI of the brain. He ordered me to see a urologist, which is a pee doctor, I guess, because I've had blood in my urine. They said that I had a urinary tract. I mean, I didn't feel nothing. I couldn't tell I had one, but they said I had one for like 6 weeks ago. They put me on medicine. Maybe it was 8 weeks ago. They put me on medicine, and then I come back and they checked my urine, and so they put me on medicine again. I've been on medicine for like 6 weeks for urinary tract. And then today they tested the urine again today, and they said there's still blood in my urine. That I need to see a urologist. So now I need to see a urologist, a neurologist, the MRI of the brain, the MRI of the cervical spine. Trying to think. I still need to go back to the eye specialist and get it's some kind of field test with my eyes. And there was 2 things they wanted me to come back. I think it was an ultrasound of the eyes is what I think it was. I don't know how they do that, but I think it was an ultrasound of the eyes. And I have no insurance, so everything we've been paying cash for, you know, or not really cash. We've been charging it. So my credit cards are, oh my God, they're just off the limit. It's ridiculous. I don't know how I'm ever going to pay them. I have never been late in my entire life on a credit card. But right now, I have so many cards charged up from all these doctor bills that I don't even know what I'm going to do. But I have to have this. I have to have these tests done. I mean, it's better to know than to not know. You know, I mean, I just don't know. I just don't know what to do. But hopefully, we can find out what's wrong with me. We do want to take our vacation and go to Maryland maybe in June. But the reason we drive, guys, is because it only costs gas money. We stay for free at Pappy's house. You know, like the cabin. His family had rented that cabin for us. We would have stayed for free for there. It would have cost us, I know gas is up, so it probably would have cost us a couple $100 there and a couple $100 back. And now if we have to start flying, it's going to be a fortune. I don't know. I told Tyler, I don't know how we're going to do it. I don't know how we're going to pay off these credit cards that I'm charging up for all these bills. But I need to know. I need to know what's wrong with me. You know, I need to know if, I don't know. I don't want to just die. I need to, maybe there's a way to help me. I don't know what's going on. I'm so nervous, and my anxiety is through the roof, guys. It's so bad. I mean, I just think about it and I just start crying. But anyways, that's what's going on with me. If anybody wants to help with my hospital bills, my doctor bills, send it to my PayPal or my Cash App. I would appreciate anything if anybody can help. And if you can't, I'd understand too. I mean, it's not anybody's problem but my own. I do know that. Hopefully, I can get maybe Henriette to drive me around this week and maybe film a couple of videos, because I did have a few things filmed to play while I was on vacation. But other than that, I don't have any videos backed up. So I don't know. I might have to just do some vlogs here for a little while and just talk to you guys. Like, maybe I'll just talk to you guys every day. I don't know even know if you guys will be interested, but it'll keep my channel going a little bit until I'm able. I'm going to try to go out this week and make some videos, but if I can't, we'll just vlog it and see what happens. I love you guys, and I appreciate every one of you. I thank you so much for all the prayers. Please continue to pray for me, because I'm going to need it. I have so many things going on in my life right now. I just hope that it gets better. I really do. I love you guys. I'm going to go finish filming before it gets dark, because it's fixing to be dark. I'm going to finish filming them out here fishing. So I will see you on the next video. I love you guys. Peace.